Everybody wants to have enough money to fulfill all their desires, luxuries, and dreams. But even after making a good amount of money, most people still be broke at the end of the month and they turn from the elite to poor. Why is that? Why does that happen? Is it because you don't make enough or is it because you spend more than you earn? What is it? Let us find out in this video. Number one, the simplest one. You simply don't make enough money. You're barely making enough to make your ends meet, which leaves no room for saving for a rainy day or investing and building yourself a nice good portfolio. So what you have to do? Apart from your regular job, you need to own or start a side hustle. Things which you're really good at, which you can monetize it, like painting or gardening or baking a cake or flipping items or becoming a small-time broker or video editing or Photoshop. List is endless. You need to convert your little hobby skills into monetization. But please, once you start earning from your side hustle, don't increase your standard of living, which which will keep you in the same position that is barely making enough to make your ends meet. Keep your standard of living the same like it was before you started your side hustle and invest the remaining amount or save it and slowly upgrade your standard of living. Also, if you don't have a skill which can be monetized, ask the place you work at is there something that needs to be done and see if you can do it or learn a skill which can be monetized. This is just a gist. A side hustle can soon turn into your primary thing. You never know. Number two, having only one source of income. Having only one source of income in 2021 is disastrous. More disastrous if you're heavily relied upon your primary job for all your monetary purposes. Because job security is a myth, my friend. You need to have at least three or minimum two income sources in 2021 so that if one gets stopped, you have others to rely on for a few months until you figure out what to do. I made this mistake. I put all my eggs in one basket and I lost the basket itself and I didn't know what to do. I had bills to pay, I had to give money to people, and I didn't had money and I was not making any money. So I had to break all my savings, get money from my dad to pay my bills, to give money to people. And I was only spending and not earning for months. And for months I was just becoming the worst version of myself because it affected me mentally. I did not work on anything. I just used to laze around all day, watch movies, web series, and hang out with friends all day long, and just used to while my time by doing nothing. I was a college dropout by then. A few months were like that until I finally woke up due to a TEDx invitation which put my life back on track. I was 17. I was lucky. I had time and no responsibilities. But not everybody is lucky like me. So you need to spread your eggs in different baskets, but only in the baskets you know, or else it is worth as little as nothing. By spreading your eggs in different baskets, you gain two things: A. Knowledge of that subject, B. Income from that knowledge. Number three, don't earn to spend. Lot of people earn money to spend, and that is such a short sighted approach towards creating wealth. You can perfectly stay alive without having to spend all your money to impress people around who don't even care. Make lots of money and spend it not on buying cars or expensive watches or branded clothes or any of those materialistic things, but invest rightfully, save thoughtfully, and spend on experiences either alone or with your loved ones. Because after a while, you will find all the material things lying around you, but you won't even care. But the money you made because of your investments, the money you saved, and the memories you made while having an experience which will bring a smile on your face. Make lots of money, live frugal, spend less on materials, spend more on experiences, and always invest and save. Number four, you don't have to spend all of it. Just because you have the money, it doesn't mean you have to spend it. If you're making 50,000 a month, spending all of it because YOLO is dumb and you're setting yourself up for a financial catastrophe. Because you don't have the money, you're spending whatever you're earning. You're living paycheck to paycheck. And God forbids if something terrible happens and there's no rainy day fund or investments to encash out, what are you going to do? Take a loan? Another pit hole unless you know how to leverage loans to your benefit? Why wait for something terrible to happen when you can make slight alterations in your lifestyle right fucking now? If you're earning 50,000, spend 30, but save 5,000 and invest the rest 15 in things you have knowledge of, like equity, bonds, or crypto, or mutual funds, anything which you have knowledge of. By this, your lifestyle gets affected by just a tiny little bit, but you're building yourself a nice portfolio along with a rainy fund. Number 5. Don't spend more than you earn. Self explanatory. I yell this loud every fucking time. If you buy things to impress people who don't even care, you're always going to be broke, no matter how much wealth you amass. If you earn 1,000, don't fucking spend 3,000. Don't ask me how. I won't even advise you to spend the whole 1,000. I'll say spend 300 to 500, that is it, and the rest goes in your savings and investments. Number 6, don't use credit cards as free cash or income. Credit card is a boon for a few but bane for many. Boon for people who know how to use it wisely and bane to 90% of people who think it is as a free cash. Don't use credit cards as your source of income because it is not. It is not free cash. You have to pay it at some point and that point will be ugly. Interest, late fee charges will suck you dry. Use credit cards as your debit cards. Use it effectively like earning cashbacks, reward points, flyer miles, special discounts. Use credit cards thoughtfully and use it like a debit card and spend only how much you can spend. Number 7, and this is the most important point, don't live in denial. Making all the excuses as to why you don't have money, blaming everyone for you not having money, but not acknowledging the fact that why you're not having money. What's the reason you're not having money? Some, even after knowing it, don't want to address it. You can't have money if you don't pay attention to it. Admit to yourself where you're financially and start paying attention. Acting like there is no problem doesn't make the problem go away. It makes it worse because it is there. It's only you have blindsided it, but it is still there until you fix it. And justifying your financial situation by comparing with somebody who are below you does not make your financial situation any better. That's financial suicide. Don't compare. But if you still want to, compare your bank balance with somebody richer than you. Number 8, don't confuse wants with needs. This is where most people lose their money on. Buying things considering it as needs, whereas in reality it is just wants. Fulfill your necessities first before your luxuries. You bought a phone, there is no need to upgrade it every year. It's not a need, it's a want. You're a family of two. Buying a car in EMI does not make sense. It is not a status symbol anymore, but a depreciating asset, at least for the family of two. You will be buried in maintenance, EMI, fuels, and more importantly, parking space. Going to a fancy restaurant every day is not a need, it's a want. The list is endless. So, how to differentiate needs from wants? It's simple. If your life can smoothly function without it, it is a want and not a need. Let's break it down even further. Let's assume if you want to buy something, don't immediately buy it. Wait for a week or 2 weeks and see if you still want it. If yes, then go and fucking buy, mate. But please don't confuse essentials here. They are needs. Alright? And also you can try one more method, which is converting the price of the thing you want to buy into hours of work you have to put in. For example, if a thing you want to buy costs 10,000 rupees and your monthly salary is 30,000, which means you make 1,363 rupees every single day, excluding weekends, and say you work 8 hours a day, which makes you earn 173 rupees hour or 173 rupees every single hour. So in order to buy the 10,000 rupees thing, you need to work 58 hours to buy it. So ask yourself, is that thing really worth your 58 hours? If yes, then go ahead and buy it. If not, you know what to do. I can go on and on and on, but I'll stop here and I'll summarize the above plus a few bonus points. Number 1, make enough money. Number 2, don't just rely on one income source. Number 3, don't spend because you have, spend only when needed. Number 4, don't earn to spend. Number 5, don't spend more than you earn. Number 6, don't use credit cards as free cash or as an income source. Number 7, don't live in denial. Number 8, Don't confuse wants with needs. Number 9, budget your expense. Number 10, track where your money goes. Number 11, avoid getting into debt as much as you possibly can. If at all you get into debt, try to clear it as soon as possible by having a side hustle. Pay off that debt soon, or its interest will eat you up financially as well as emotionally. Number 12, have good spending habits. Number 13, make right proper financial decisions. Number 14, don't mix relations and money. Number 15, invest your money wisely and don't be scared to invest your money. Be scared to keep the money idle. I'll make a separate dedicated video on investment. Stay tuned. If your money situation sucks, you must admit it and take full charge and responsibility for it instead of blaming others or depending on others to fix it. You have a problem, you need to acknowledge rather than run. Put your undivided attention to it, your heart, blood, sweat, and soul in it, and make it your duty, obligation, and responsibility to fucking fix it. Money won't make you happy, but neither will poverty. That's all from me, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If yes, do share it with your friends. And if you didn't like the video, then hit the dislike button and let me know in the comment section that where did I go wrong, which can help me improve further. Thanks for watching. See you soon.